Welcome to the Reddit library. Today we'll be looking at r/AskReddit, where the user Ali Keskitason asked the question, people who downloaded their Google data and went through it, what were the most unsettling things you found out they had stored about you? That there is a map of everywhere I went in the last couple of years that's accurate to the hour. Google Maps greater than your timeline. According to this, I once walked 650 miles in 11 minutes. How else are you gonna walk 500 miles and walk 500 more just to fall down at her door? Can we all upvote the same question next week when everyone has received their information? This is the one time I hope a duplicate question makes it to hot. There's an audio recording of me saying, check the Jewish boy's boy part. I don't remember ever saying that, but okay. I'd never admit that on the internet either, buddy. Unless you're a moil. I'm the vice president of a company that I've never heard of and can't find any other info on it. Are you hiring? Only for unpaid interns. Sounds like a promotion to me. We only accept Ivy League alumni. I have a Costco membership. Does that count? I got drunk once and proceeded to get lost on the way home, ending up cycling on some highway. For 2 years, I wondered where the hell I had been until I saw Google's location history for that night. I just found out I did duck and go to McDonald's in the middle of the night at my mate's birthday party without anyone ducking noticing, and they were telling me I was just passed out the whole time. Or your friend stole your phone, took it to McDonald's. Dude, this will be so funny when he goes through his phone's Google Map history later. The long con. If you use Google Photos and allow Maps to track your location, I took photos that I didn't like, deleted them. Weeks later, I am just browsing my timeline in Google Maps, and those deleted photos are there, tagged to the location. Nothing incriminating, just thought you should know that a delete isn't a delete. Edit. A lot of people aren't reading this properly, so let me clarify. I didn't say I found my photos on Google Photo Cloud after deleting them on my phone. I found my cloud deleted photos on Google Maps timeline. And please, spare me the guess what Google still has it paranoid crap. I know they still have it, and I don't care. I'm merely answering OP's question. Yeah, I deleted some old photos and a year later they came up in a montage of the year. The funny thing is, I'd like them back but can't find them anywhere else. Apparently, I sleepwalk thousands of kilometers and then manage to get back home in time for work. Also, a bunch of recordings of my computer's fan spinning. But, well, at least they got me on the fetish searches. Ah, Google. Hyped up Google. Incompetent Google. I know my data is in good hands. Edit. Found a fart. You sleepwalk thousands of kilometers? I have questions. So do I, but the most likely answer is just Google messing up with whatever it uses to track a user's location. Google messes up all the time. Today I learned Ron Swanson had it ducking right. Erase all pictures of Ron. This makes me want to go off the grid. My activity is empty. It has been for a long time, so there shouldn't be anything for me to download, right? Nope. 6 gigabytes of data. Their profile claims I like Chinese rap. I have no idea why, other than one video I came across in the YouTube rabbit hole. I have this problem with air conditioning repair videos in Korean. No idea why Google thinks I speak Korean or why my air conditioner needs repair. Do you watch ASMR or tech repair videos? I bet they have a niche and the videos are similar in style. I don't get how Google is recording secret conversations that can be stored and viewed. I thought this was exclusive to Google voice searches and commands, which are approved by the user in settings. How are these candid conversations being recorded and stored, and how can you view them? I used to have a cheap phone, and every time the air conditioning ran in my apartment, it would start Google Voice. It was annoying as duck because it not only closed whatever app I was using, but also messed with my volume settings, cranking my speakers up to max, turning off the ringer. Every time I contacted customer support, the response was, "This is a known issue. We're working on it." After a lot of looking around on the internet, I found out it was a pretty common problem with cheap mics. Most people were having issues with those cheap earbuds that came with a little mic on one wire, which was a million times worse than you'd be listening to music and have the volume suddenly reset to max without warning. Others were triggering it with dishwashers, road sounds, or just brushing up against the mic. It took Google 2 years to fix the issue. Today I learned that you can do that. BRB, soon after I go through mine. This post was probably in light of the news post 4 days ago about Google tracking your data. I remember the thread with people discovering you could download that data. Can you delete said data? Asking for a friend that has a crippling hentai addiction. In theory, yes. That is to say, there's a delete button. It only applies to your raw data though. Anything they've derived, profiling data, is theirs, not yours. So once they've figured out you have a crippling hentai addiction, they'll know forever? Question is, will they adapt your browser ads in accordance with that information? It wasn't Google data that shocked me. I'm kind of expecting it to know everything about me. This came from Instagram. My period was very late, so naturally, I told my husband in our very private and quiet home setting, and bought a Clearblue pregnancy test. We don't own TV, Amazon Alexa, Google Voice, or similar. I just have Reddit and Instagram on my smartphone. My period was just late, but the very next day I got bombarded by ads on Instagram about Clearblue and other pregnancy sticks and some other baby crud. There is no way that it was a coincidence, since it was just the second time getting a very, very specific ad. So the app is listening and showing me ads accordingly. Edit. Autocorrect. Edit 2. Update. I was telling my husband today about this thread in my comment, and guess what ad I got again on Instagram? I checked, and the app had access to the mic. I think every time you want to post, it activates the mic access. Edit 3. Since many people asked, I bought it with cash. No cards of any sort involved. Did your husband Google Clearblue on his devices? You both share the same Wi-Fi, have had devices associated before. Nope, not Googling, nothing of the sorts. I just bought it, told him, peed, got result, and that was it. Recordings of conversations with my boss over 2 years. I don't know why it only had recordings of us talking and no one else. Edit. For those wondering, here's how you access and download your data. Edit 2. Good night, Reddit. Just listen to a load of voice clips of me talking into my voice to text thing on my phone keyboard while driving 4 years ago. Me talking like an idiot, speaking really slowly so the words could be heard distinctly. I am going to get bacon. See you later. Deleted. All phone activity, opened app, closed app, etc. From the very first day I owned my phone, constant check of my GPS, constant check of my device orientation. If someone steals your Google account, they basically can find out everything there is to find out about you. It's not unsettling, but I found out that Google can tell when I'm driving a car versus my motorcycle by using the gyroscopes in my phone. The most unsettling one I've had came from Facebook, not Google. Minor bit of background. I'm a straight guy with a lot of LGBT friends and was actively involved in supporting the Australian same-sex marriage campaign, so FB probably had me flagged as gay at the start of 2012. In 2012, I started dating someone. We'd been friends for some time. I'm on Facebook all the time. She had an account but almost never used it. We basically never communicated on Facebook. Immediately, Facebook started telling me to mark her as a close friend, and all of its ads changed from gay singles cruise and similar to romantic getaways for couples. I can only assume that it was able to tell from GPS that she spent a night at my place and that I spent one at hers a few days later. Edit. A few guesses that Wi-Fi was involved. At the time, I didn't have Wi-Fi at my place, and while she did, I never connected to it. It was 2012 and I had a 2 GB mobile data limit for the month, which felt like so much that I couldn't imagine needing more. Huh? I never thought of that. 2 phones at the same place during the night tells a lot, I guess. Damn. 100%. I've had that happen several times now. A single mutual friend guarantees they'll show up as a recommended friend if you've been in close proximity. Not the Google, but hopefully on topic. I have downloaded my data from Facebook, and the most shocking one was a recorded phone conversation of about 30 minutes long. It was dated back around 5 to 7 years ago, and most surprisingly, it was not even me who was speaking, and I couldn't even recognize who it was. Edit. As many people ask about how to download your Facebook data, I add here, user BrapStew2's comment. Facebook settings, your Facebook information, access your information, download. Edit 2. Wow, my first silver. Thank you, kind stranger. That is terrifying. Mind if I ask how you downloaded your Facebook data? Go to your Facebook settings, your Facebook information, access your information, download. I did this a while back and it's basically nothing. Only a few gigs worth of GPS data and some voice recordings back when I had my Galaxy S3 and I wanted to try Google Assistant when it came out. I did get a good chuckle out of half of my voice recordings being, "Okay Google, go duck yourself," in my squeaky younger voice. My purchase history on websites like eBay, Amazon, and other companies that, I guess, all sell their data about me to Google. I had no idea of it, and although I share things like my location to Google, seeing my purchases is kind of scary because I never allowed it. If you use Gmail for confirmation emails, they can recognize them and store the purchase data. Same for reservations, tickets, etc. I started having notifications pop up on my phone. Psst, your $50 power bill is due on Friday. And for the life of me, I had no idea how Google knew that, till suddenly it hit me. Power company sends me an email when my bill is due on my Gmail account. It's like instead of Big Brother, it's Big Mother. So, how do I fix this? Can I delete it? There's an option to delete everything if you log into your account, but I'm not naive enough to believe that it actually deletes it from Google servers. The right to be forgotten was also introduced in the GDPR. I don't think Google will risk the legal consequences just to have a couple more recordings. It's not that unlikely for something like that to be leaked, and the amount of people who delete their information is probably insignificant to them, especially considering that punishment could take up to 4% of their worldwide annual revenue. However, I agree that it's always significantly safer to prevent them from having important data in the first place. Did you know that Google stores information like this? Let us know in the comments below and you might get a chance to be featured in an upcoming video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos from the library. Thank you for watching.